All right, excellent. We are live all the way over here. Uh, our weekly podcast with football topics with a sprinkle of blue cheese, a hint of blue cheese on top there. I'm your host, Jono, over here in New Jersey. Over across the river is the good captain. Say hi to the folks, good captain.
Hello.
Excellent. And well, we know the situation with COVID. It's hitting all over the place. And so, once again, we don't have a street correspondent. All the way down in the Carolinas, the good doctor is in surgery, working away, trying to save lives. It's a really, really drastic time. We'll discuss about that, especially in England and the Premier League. We head down to the great state of Florida, where we see Reef. Reef, say hi to the good folks.
Hello, everybody. It's not the great state of Florida, but hello, everybody.
All right, excellent, good stuff. All right, guys. So I'm going to do a quick summary of the major leagues around Europe. The Bundesliga will resume this Saturday with Bayern on top. Ligue 1 in France will resume on Wednesday with Lyon on top and last year's champions PSG in third place. I'm going to stop here and pause it and say, how say you, Schiff, to Thomas Tuchel leaving and the possibility of Pochettino coming to PSG? Say it.
You were right. You were right. Are you happy?
No. I'm not happy
I
about
mean,
being right. I want you to say what you think about it. Tuchel,
I
after all,
mean, I think that
Tuchel won a
it seems.
quadruple. He won four what's the name, trophies, a quadruple. He took them to the finals of the Champions League last year. What the deuce?
I mean, he gave an interview which seems very telling, where he was talking about how this was not a football club; it was about politics, and within 6 months he knew it. And after giving that kind of interview, it's not surprising he's gone. It seems that PSG just want the latest new toy, and they don't care that much about the football because they're so much better than everybody else. They're gonna win everything in what do you call it, in
France.
Liga,
Hmm.
and the then they just rotate whoever they're gonna have. Pochettino has played for them many years ago, right?
Yes, he
So
captained
since he
them. Hmm.
played for them, he captained them. So and he was available, and they were just looking for an excuse. And it seems Tuchel never got along with management. Him and Leonardo had a lot of fights, from what I read.
I mean, let me throw this to you then, Reef. How say you now that Pochettino appears to be heading to PSG, and
One second. Is that official?
no, it's not official yet, but he's in the driving seat.
Okay, but it's not
It's
official.
not official. All right then. If it's not official, who do you think should be the next manager of PSG?
I don't know, but I don't want Pochettino going to PSG. I want him to go back to the Premier League. That's my thing. That's why I asked you if he's official.
Let me throw this at you. Pochettino has technically never won a major trophy, whether it's a
Mhm.
major domestic trophy. What are the chances of him winning, at least worst case scenario, the Coupe de France?
He
Huh?
hasn't won any trophy, not any like
As a
major
coach. As a
domestic.
I
coach.
believe he's
Yeah,
I believe he's have a very good chance because you're going to play in PSG. They're a very good team. They have a very good player.
Hmm.
We saw in the past that they have, I mean, performed very well. Every year in the Premier League, every year in the Champions League. So they have something to stand behind. Of course, it's amazing and very good chance that he's going to win trophies
All
in
right.
PSG.
But how say you to this that um, Tuku again, and I'll throw this to Schiff. He's not a bad he's not a bad coach. He won four a
no,
quadruple. He won. He got them to the finals of Champions League. He won, but yet still they're sitting out in third place and they fire him. Is it down to the coaching, the management, or the players?
I think this is a management thing. I think if he got along with management, he would still be there. The management didn't want him. He was outspoken. He's going to become the next, I think, German team manager. and everyone will be happy. He's getting paid for the contract that's getting terminated. Pochettino will make money, everyone will make money, and they'll all be happy.
All right. Let me finish my summary then. Thank you, gentlemen. Serie A resumes on the 3rd, Wednesday, the 3rd of, Sunday, the 3rd of January, with AC Milan sitting on top. And last year's champion, Juventus, sitting in 6th place. My goodness. What a you know, sometimes they will say it's about the devil you know and the devil you don't know. I have never and never will be a fan of Sarri, but at least they were contending. At least.
So once again, I want to understand that. Are you talking about Juventus in 6th place?
I am.
Okay. I have to bring it up. Maybe I'm too early, but I have to bring it up. How about the team that spent $250 million on a team, $250 million on a team that's sitting in 6th place right now?
We're getting to Chelsea in the next what's their thing, all right?
No, my point is, I'm comparing apple to apple.
Sure, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. The difference, because Juve for the last 8 to 9 seasons has won Serie A consistently. From Conte to Allegri, consistency. They've won Serie A. We haven't. We cannot say for the last 8 years we've had a dynasty. As much as how Bayern Munich has won the Bundesliga, Juve had controlled Serie A. Schiff, how say you to Juve sitting in 6th place?
I mean, they're in 6th place, but they're only like 3 points behind Roma. I expect them to with the game in hand. I expect them to catch up with Roma. I don't think they're going to catch up with the Milan teams this year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's happening. It's one of the Milan teams is going to win the cup, and it's good for Italian football that someone else is there. Pirlo is being found out to be a little lacking, to say the least.
To put it politely, right? Let alone saying that, you know what, here goes some privilege for a player who really was meant to be still coaching under 23s.
Yeah, and then I think Ronaldo's a little old. He can't carry a team. He's still the best player, but he can't carry the team anymore. So all of that means you're going to have some off years.
Which is a shame because Zlatan at 39, 3 to 4 years older than Ronaldo, is carrying a team, and they're still undefeated since lockdown. So how say you to that then, Schiff?
I mean, the fact is he's been sick and injured for the last like 4 or 5 games, and they are still winning, right? So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a team sport, and Milan are doing great as a team.
All right, good stuff. All right, gentlemen, and the last league is La Liga, with Atletico sitting on top. Real drew today. They're sitting second. But have played 2 more games than Atletico. And Barcelona are sitting in 6th place. We're back to all these people are sitting in 6th place. It seems to be, if you want controversy, go sit in 6th place in your league. Barcelona are sitting in 6th place, with Coutinho now joining the ever-growing injury list. He's now going to have a knee surgery, most likely be out for the season. Messi is giving interviews. We will see the English equivalent of the interview this weekend on television, etc. But Messi is open now to talk to anyone, because it'll be January the 1st. What's that? 2 days from now. The transfer market is open. He can make a confirmed commitment, and by the end of the season, go to that particular team, wherever he wants to. Go ahead.
He's gonna go to PSG, isn't he?
Possibility. I mean, he's fellow Argentine. If his fellow Argentinian becomes the manager, it's possible he'll go there. But the question
Hmm.
is then, what will happen to Neymar and Mbappe? How say you, Schiff?
I mean, Neymar and Mbappe can play with Messi. Neymar definitely can play with Messi. He's done it for years. And Mbappe is going to come to bomb down the right wing through those messy passes. Now, the problem is
Hmm.
that defense is going to be non existent, right? Like, who's going to play defense for that? You have Angel Di Maria, Mbappe, Neymar, Messi. It won't be a well balanced team, but it'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, but it'll be enough to win trophies in Ligue 1, right? In the French
Yeah.
league for what's the thing. But it'll be nice to. I mean, it'll be almost like a MSG, where it's MSN, whatever they had it when they had Suarez,
Yeah.
Neymar, and so forth, and Messi. That'll be interesting to see.
Now it'll be MMS.
Yes, it will be. Yep. Because both
MMN,
Mesa
sorry.
and yeah, MMSL or MSN or MMS, who knows? Either way, they look prime. The market is there and it's available. But my goodness, what has happened to Barcelona? Huh?
I mean, they're only 3 points, like they're only 1 point behind Real Sociedad with a game in hand. So I think
But
they'll get into third.
the games that they've been winning, man. It was Eibar. They drew against Eibar is heading to the Segunda quicker than they're heading up the thing, man. This is not your uncle's Barcelona, let alone your father's Barcelona. Anyway, that's a roundup of the leagues around Europe, leaving one major league. Let's touch it now, gentlemen. As we know, in Britain, in England, new strain um, has hit the UK of this COVID virus, but it has particularly hit England stronger. Um, Today, a major game was cancelled, which was Man City versus Everton. Um, they've gone now back to tier 4, and now there's no fans back in allowed into the stadium. It's a pretty serious thing. At this moment, on top of the league, we're going to take each team. On top of the league is Liverpool. How say you to the state of Liverpool? How say you to Schiff, to Johan Klopp being a hypocrite?
I mean, why are you calling him a hypocrite? I mean,
The
he is,
1-1
but
draw against the 1-1 draw against West Brom. He criticized it like there was no tomorrow, saying that they were playing 6-4 formation. In other words, no attackers. Everybody was behind the ball. According to him, they parked not just 2 double deckers, they parked 3 double deckers behind there, and he got beaten. Almost like the same tactics which Atletico Madrid beat him, and when they were in the Champions League. Today, it was still a draw, and this one was a 0-0 draw. They had about at least 80% of, or give them 70% of possession. And yet still he went, assume, oh, it was a great performance. Oh, it's a draw, which I'm happy. Are you kidding me? How say you to this, Chef?
Yeah, I saw that game. It was Newcastle just played better than they expected. And though in the second half, Liverpool had some really good opportunities, Salah was not finishing the opportunities he usually finishes, and Dalot had hell of a game. They played well, but they're definitely lacking something. They have a little bit of fear in the back without Matt or Van Dijk, with the new kid who was playing.
Phillips.
Teams seem to have found that. Yeah, teams seem to have found them out a little bit, and I think they're playing with a little bit of fear. Then, and I don't. I mean, they're still top of the table. What do I say?
All right. Then, Reef, let me say this to you. Is Klopp beginning to feel the pressure?
You know, I don't think so, because if I'm looking on the results and shift to say that Liverpool losing more points this season by now than last season.
Yes.
So I'm not saying that is not correct because I'm sure he's find the information, but you know, the play against, I think a lot of that is the play against Crystal Palace and the win 7-0.
Mm-hmm.
And then they come to play against West Brom and the tie. And then within 3 days, they play again. So, yes, it's a pressure. Yes, it's the holiday time. Yes, it's a schedule. It's very close. A lot of games very close right now for this period of time. But, you know, from these two games, yes, he lost points instead of a win. He come with a draw, so he's lost 2 points, and he's lost 2 points, so it's 4 points. But in the big of the game, they tied the game. So, I mean, the tie is
pressure
giving
is
1
getting
point and
to
a
him.
0 point as a loss.
The pressure
So-
is getting to him.
I don't think so yet. I don't think so because this not come as a loss. It's come as a tie. So I see it as a tie that is not completely full pressure, but it's there. And you know what? If you're looking on the future schedule, they have a very, very rough schedule, very rough
they're coming
schedule
up,
because
yeah.
they're supposed to play Manchester United.
Southampton and then Manchester United. And let me throw this to you. How say you, Schiff, to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer being a genius?
Okay, again, I don't know what to say about that team, right? I have not seen a team pulled rabbits out of their ass as many times as Man United have this year. First of all, they've won 3 games after the 90th minute.
Yep.
I'm not even talking about in the 80s.
Yep.
In extra time, they've won 3 games.
Yep.
Right? Like Wolves played a brilliant game.
Yep.
And then they got a deflection goal.
Yep.
And then they keep on going down 2-0 against teams and coming back to win
Southampton.
like they did
Mhm.
at Southampton, which I'm
Yep.
not counting in one of the 3 teams that they scored in the
Yep.
90.
Brighton, they got an extra
Brighton.
7 minutes to play and
Yeah.
got that penalty.
It again, they're not passing the eye test for me, but they're playing with confidence, right? Like the exact opposite of Tottenham.
Okay.
When Man United are playing in the last 10 minutes and they need a goal, they're like, we'll get it.
So
Right? They just have a belief. And when Tottenham are defending a 1-0 lead, you just get a feeling they're going to concede in the last few minutes.
before I get to Reef, let me throw this at you then, Schiff. Do you believe Fergie time is back again?
Oh God, I don't
Mhm.
know. Yeah, but here's the thing: they're not doing it at home. They're doing yes, Wolves was at home, but the rest of their
Away.
games are coming away. They're not doing well at Old Trafford.
Right. But listen, Reef, Man U are sitting in second with a game in hand. In other words, they could, if either way, if Southampton or Aston Villa, now these are teams which are on form, teams which are on fire, both of them. But they could play, each of them, Liverpool and Man U could play for a draw, meaning that when they meet, the following thing, it could be playing for the top of the league or joint top of the league. How say you to the genius, which is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Reef.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about it. I don't know about the word genius, but it's so hard for me to put for the word genius, but they bring the results. You know what? That's the point. They bring the win. I'm like, I hate every minute of it. That, last minute they score a goal and they're winning the game. I hate it because the other team fighting the entire game to hold it, and then you losing it on a deflection. I'm like, you want to pull your hair out. It's like so frustration that you're playing for 90 minutes, keeping it clean, and you see the draw, and you see the point that you're facing Man U. It's so frustrating. It's so breaking down. And genius, I don't know if the word genius is supposed to be there, but, they come in with the results. I give them all the respect for that.
All right, let me throw this at you then. Okay, I was gonna talk a little bit about Leicester, Everton, and Aston Villa, but we'll bypass it. Look at it, bypass it. And Chelsea. But I'm gonna go all the way down to Man City. Man City are sitting with 2 games in hand, 7 points behind Liverpool. Even if they win, let's say they win those 2 games, yeah, to tie it right now, they wouldn't even have enough points to beat Liverpool. So, in other words, if the league was to finish today or say in 2 weeks' time, after the 2 games, Man City couldn't even challenge Liverpool where they are right now. How say you, once again, gentlemen, to Pep saying, you know what? If I don't get this Champions League, I'm gone. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer lifting up
He just signed a.
this May. Go ahead.
That's not going to happen. First of all, Pep just signed an extension. I think he's not going anywhere, and Ole is not going to win the trophy. The team is not good enough. And I refuse to believe a team captained by Harry Maguire and having Luke Shaw, Harry Maguire, Lindelof, and Van Bissaka is going to win the title. They're going to mess it up. They're not a good enough team.
All right, let me stop you again. Right, I predicted. I'm coming to you, Reef. I predicted Pochettino going to PSG. I predicted Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will not be sacked by Christmas time, and I predicted that Pep will be gone in the summer. How say you then, Reef, to Pep? If not winning the Champions League, even if the league ends, he's got not enough points. He cannot retain the title. That's 2 years without the title. Plus, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer lifting up the trophy in May as champion of the Premier League. How say you, Reef?
Okay, the best to look on it is to look in on the table, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking right now on the table. The number 1 and the number 2, Liverpool have 33, Man U have 38 points. If you look at Manchester City, is a 4-point beyond Manchester United. I'm not talking about the top. I'm talking just competing to the top. 4 points. 4 points is mean Manchester City winning the game, 3 points, and Manchester United not winning, and just climb up. It's not that big of a difference. It's just 4 points between second place to 8th place.
Let me ask you a question.
It's far away to even say anything
Brief.
when some game is a 16 and some game is a 14 to the season. It's too early to discuss about the champion yet.
Brief. Let me throw something at you. We have seen, I know I'm coming to you, Chip. We have seen this year that, do you honestly believe you can trust Man City to win those 2 games the way how they've been playing this year? Even those game in hand, there's no guarantee the way how they've been playing that they'll win it.
Yeah, and I want to make a point about.
Go ahead.
My mind is blanking. The fact that they still have 2 games in hand,
Mm-hmm.
and this season has to be finished by a certain date because we have the Euro Championships.
Mm-hmm.
Congestion, the fixture congestion
Mm-hmm.
means that they're going to be if they go ahead
Mm-hmm.
in the EFL Cup,
Yep.
and they keep on winning the FA Cup games.
Yep. And the Champions League games coming up in
And
February.
the Champions League games, and,
Yep.
and they don't fall out of any of
Back.
the
Yep.
back. They might have weeks where they have to play Monday, Tuesday,
Or
Thursday.
Monday, Wednesday, every Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, or Monday, every Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday.
No, there'll come a time when they'll have to do what Liverpool did last year, but they'll have a game on Tuesday and Wednesday. Like a FA Cup game on Tuesday that they'll have to play their kids
Reserves,
and Wednesday.
yep.
Yeah, and fixture they have played 14 games, right? They're 2 games behind Liverpool. Those 2 games are going to have to be squeezed in.
Yep.
Right, and those 2 games are one's Everton, I think one's Villa, right? Or
Yes.
Burnley. Villa.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, Villa. So
Either way, they're not easy games.
They're no easy
guaranteed.
games this year.
No.
So you have to imagine that they'll have a week where they'll have to play a game on Monday. They'll have to play a game on Tuesday for the FA Cup. Then Thursday they make up game, and then again on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Injuries are going to pile up,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going to have. I don't think they have a shot. I actually think they might not make top 4 this year.
How say you then to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer lifting up the trophy in May?
Okay, he's
No,
again
no,
going to
not
have
first thing I not
no.
see it. Second thing, also not see it. Second thing, shift to correct you is Gomez at Everton against Manchester City, Manchester City versus Aston Villa. So this is the two games that are lacking behind. And I don't and Manchester United have a game lacking behind against Barnsley. I do not see Man U going to lifting any trophy in May. And you know
Yeah,
what? This thing is recorded. This thing is recorded. And you say about other things in the past, and you've been corrected in some of them. Absolutely. My head for you down. But you know what? This thing that you said about Man U, no way they're lifting the trophy. I put my head on it. No way.
All right, all right.
you're talking with your heart. If Manu keep on pulling rabbits up there from the hat, they can do it. But I don't think the team's good enough to sustain this purple patch that they have. They're
Okay.
going to have another like 4 or 5 game patch where they have the same problem as Man City. They have too many games because they are in the semi-final. If they make the final, it's going to be a problem for them.
Let me throw something at you then, gentlemen. Let's go to the next topic. We're going to bypass, again, forget about Everton, Leicester, Aston, and so forth. Let's talk about the state of Chelsea FC. All right, let me go. Put it. Hey, shit. Hey. All right. So let's put it this way. I'm going to throw this question at you, Shift. Here's the first question. Do you believe that Chelsea, rather than have bought Timo Werner and buying Kai Havertz, they should have bought Grealish and Declan Rice for almost less than that money instead of those two? How say you to that question, Shift?
I mean, I had never seen Timo Werner play, right? And I hadn't seen Kai Havertz play that much. So I was like, maybe they're doing something I don't see, but like they've been flops. Zakim Hayek, he's been good. I think he's got a future, but Werner, I don't know what's up. Like what he's doing, I don't know what. Maybe Kai Havertz is still feeling the effects of COVID, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. But like Hudson-Odoi and Pulisic are much better than both of them right now. If you're playing, a 3 with either Giroud or Abraham, I would rather have Cho and Pulisic than either of them.
Okay.
And I don't know.
Answer my question. Should they have bought Grealish and Rice?
Yeah, Grealish, yes. I'm still not sold on Rice.
Okay. Reef, go ahead, the state of Chelsea.
1 second. In my point of view, I'm watching the Premier League now for, I don't know, like about 15 years or something like that.
Yep.
But from my point of view, and this is what I can judge about the Premier League more than any other league, it's very physical. It's very freaking physical. And one of the things that has been so good in Didier Drogba, that he was very strong and play and keep his body, his position on the ball all the time. And this is how he's got so much goal. These two, I don't know. I don't want to say anything negative about them, but dude, they can fly from the wing. Kai Hazard is not a strong player. And I think the German league is a lot weaker than the Premier League. These two need to build muscle and build like the position on the ball. You play with two such a wimpy player. If you're looking on what the name of the one you name it from Aston Villa, what is his name?
Grealish.
If you look on Grealish, dude, he's built like a hawk. He's strong player. He is really, really strong. He's very positional on the ball. You can see it this week in the game. And every other game, he's playing very strong. These two are very weak. They're supposed to build strongly to the Premier League. And I saw it in the past with Ramirez. When Ramirez came to the Premier League the first season, it was like nothing. And I remember Doc told me Premier League takes time. It takes time to build a player. The first season is not good. The second season, the stronger. And that's what I see. I mean, like maybe the second season they'll be better than now, but as right now, as we're talking, I'm absolutely agree with you. Grealish was a lot better than to get Kai Hazard or
And what about Declan
Timo.
Rice from West Ham? So the two of them, Declan Rice and Grealish, instead of Kai Havertz and Timo Werner. How say you, Reef?
At the moment, absolutely, you're absolutely right. Yes, yes. At the moment, what's going on with what we see, we not see results from these two players. I'm sorry, the results we're getting is not enough. A player
Okay.
coming as a start to the game and doing nothing and barely moving anything. Well, leave the other player inside. Why you even replace him? You know, and it costs so much money. I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Okay, Shift, let me throw this at you. What is your conclusion of Chelsea's last two? I'm only going to touch the last two games. Go ahead, Shift.
The last two games.
Arsenal
I
game
mean,
and Aston Villa. What say
See,
you?
I actually think the Villa game was not that bad. Like the Arsenal game was an utter disaster. For having we played badly, we didn't control the ball, we gave them the chances, we didn't create it very little. At least the Aston Villa game, we were playing Rudiger and Christensen, we were giving Zuma and what's the name, Thiago Silva a break, so there's always going to be a chance for them to score. We had our chances, and Aston Villa are really good. So it's one of those games that just kind of happens, right?
Okay.
But
Reef. Okay. No.
I'm not
Hey,
mad
Steve,
about
what's
that.
gonna happen? If you look on the video of last week, we all thought that we're going to win it. None of us think like Liverpool. Arsenal are going to beat us 3-1. We all think exactly the opposite score.
Again, Yariv, I'm not talking about the Arsenal game. I'm talking about the Aston Villa game. I thought the Aston Villa game wasn't that bad. We had the better chances. We had the possession. We had the shots. I thought we played really well. It was and we were resting at two centre backs. That kind of game, I'm okay with. The Arsenal game, I'm with you. It was a total disaster.
Okay, gentlemen, does anybody want to know what I think of the two games?
Absolutely.
Okay. With the Arsenal game, yeah, it was not a bad game at all. We gave goals up to 2 set pieces and 1 fluky goal. 2 set pieces, the penalty, and the free kick. 2 set pieces that any other day they may not have got them. So the set pieces. And then finally, the final goal that Bukayo Saka kicked was luck. He was going for a cross, and it just so happened that he got the post and it went in. 2 set pieces and a fluky goal. Had Jorginho put that penalty in and it gone 3-2,
Yeah,
we
but
would have tied the game like how we tied West Brom's game. Yeah, was it wrong that we were in that situation? Yes, but it was not that bad. 2 set pieces and a fluky goal.
I mean,
And Arsenal
hold on.
patting themselves all on the back. Go ahead, Schiff.
Here's the thing with that. In the second half, we were not that bad, but we were outplayed in the first half.
Okay,
We
granted.
could not, and they took yes, it was
They
a
got
fluky goal.
confidence from the set
and-
pieces.
Yes, the set pieces, you had your this, but they made their own luck in the sense that they were attacking us and they had the better chances for the first half,
I agree.
right? It's not like it was a 3-1 where they had 3 lucky goals and we were dominating possession and
No, but
had
Schiff,
all the.
let's be honest, yeah. Even with all that stuff that they did, if we had put that penalty away, we would have definitely tied the game, let alone maybe even won it. So it goes to show that they were holding on for dear life towards the end as we started to wake up and start playing football. So I'm not going to put it down as a disaster. The next game, Aston Villa. Aston Villa had just beaten a team 3-0, having been 10-man down. So they were no joke. So in order for us to even get anything out of this game, was a well done game. They're on a tier. Villa are no joke to play with. And we should see it this weekend when they go up against Man U, that they are no joke to play with, Villa. Everybody says, oh, well, Liverpool tore up, what's the name? 7-0. Liverpool got torn up by Villa themselves, 7-2. Let's not
Agree.
forget, Villa are no joke. Go ahead.
Yeah, but one second, but bottom line, and this is the bottom line. If you say it was a good game, it was a bad game. Bottom line, from these two games that we need to get at least 6 points, we got 1.
Okay.
This is no help confidence of the team. This is no help to the team that spent so much money in the beginning of the season to win the Premier League for so many points. And this is what is counting in the end of the day. I'm sorry, but in the end of the day, what is count is results. Nobody care how you got to it. Everybody care who win the trophy, who got and put their hand on the trophy. Nobody care how you got
Okay.
it.
All right, then, Reef, let me throw this at you. Okay, Shift, let me throw this at you then. You Shift, first of all. Liverpool are barely hanging on. Man U are getting things lucky everywhere there. Leicester City, Everton, and Aston Villa, these 3 teams ahead of us. If it comes down to it, worst case scenario, we can beat them, even though they've all beaten us thus far. But we're not at the halfway stage yet, we can still beat them. So there is a high possibility that we could be sitting by the equivalent. Today's week 16, with 3 weeks to go. We could be sitting at week 32 in second place, just behind maybe a Liverpool or even a tied Liverpool and Man U in the other way round. How say you to that, Shift?
Anything is possible. This season is absolutely crazy.
Yep.
The amount of draws that are happening, the big teams losing, Leicester, Everton, and Aston Villa. Will they be able to sustain this level? I mean, for us, we have to see this weekend when we play Man City. If the game goes ahead, hopefully they still have a lot of COVID cases and we can win. But you're only looking at the people below, above us. The Tottenham and Man City are right. And Southampton are right below us.
Right in the same, what's their thing? I mean, who would think that with Wolves finishing seventh last season and 7th the season before that, they're sitting right now at 12th. It's an up and down season.
It's an absolutely crazy season. And like I said, with the fixture congestion, who knows what happens, right? Like, it's Tottenham going to start being like, we just want a trophy really badly, or if they win. And
his plans have gone wrong because he was hoping for the League Cup in February. That's now been pushed to April. So now he has to shift and start thinking about, I got to do better in the Premier League to guarantee something, or let alone Europa.
Yeah, so it's a crazy league. Anybody can win it. Like, we are right now 7 points behind Liverpool. Right. We are 4 points behind United. Say they win their game in hand against Burnley, we are 7. I mean, it's not crazy for us to catch up. I think.
No, it's not true. It's not true, Steve. You have to look on the calendar. The calendar is very tough. If you look on it, it's Manchester City, and you cannot tell me Manchester City is an easy game. Then is a Fulham, and after Fulham,
they may not even play that game. The game may be postponed.
Okay. At the moment, we don't know. So at the moment, it's scheduled to play. Okay. Until it's being cancelled, it's not. So it's a Manchester City, then is a Fulham, then is a Leicester. And after Leicester is a Wolf. Then is a Barnsley, and after Barnsley is Spurs. I'm just giving you the next couple of games. Except I'm not serious like that, but Barnsley, we have a chance to win it, and Fulham, we have a chance to win it. I mean, Manchester City is a hard game. Leicester is a hard game. Wolf is a hard game.
There are no easy games.
But guys, there are no easy games for anybody. League. But the thing is that we have to look at the next 3, because that's when the league switches. Once we play Wolves, that's the second time we're playing Wolves. So now we're switching towards the business end. So it's basically all we haven't played this season so far is Man City, Burnley, and Leicester. Those are the team games.
We play Burnley. It's Man City.
Fulham.
So Fulham, right?
And Leicester.
And Leicester. So that's the teams we haven't played. After that, I'll be doing a podcast then. But after that, and I know it's congested, by the time we meet again, they may have played everything the way how things are going. All right, I want to finish this. I want to go back to the bottom, guys. Quickly down to the bottom, right? It's Burnley, Brighton, Fulham, West Brom, and Hanukkah United. Sheffield United, Hanukkah FC. Gentlemen, how say you to the welcoming of Big Sam and his pie-eating, what's the name, drawing against Liverpool and then getting whipped by Leeds? Shift, go ahead.
I mean, I think... Go ahead, Yarif.
You know, how it's going right now, seriously, I, I think Sam Allardyce is going to have a lot of problem and he's going to eat a lot of pie
A lot
until
of fun.
everything. And if I'm telling you, if you look in the last game of Sheffield United, they lost the game 1-0, and again it was like last minute goal. It's like I'm like just playing this game and just to be in that you like it's so frustrating because you're so close to get another point when you're so devastated and you have no points and you're in the bottom and you're getting last minute goal. If Sheffield United can go and win 2 games, they're touching West Brom because
Yes,
West Brom
yes.
not doing it not very well at all.
It's crazy how
So,
it is,
so,
isn't it? Go ahead, Schiff.
so I'll say this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Big Sam is good. I don't know if he'll keep them up, but he has these tactics that he's used to with other teams. And Marco Billas, how do you say the name? Sorry, Billis, the coach of Leeds,
Leeds. Oh, Bielsa.
Bielsa. Bielsa has these tactics that are quite new to the Premier League. He's always attacking. He's coming from this side and pressing high. And I think Sam has just not seen that yet. So he had problems with that. But and that first own goal was really sad. As a
It
defender,
was.
it hurt my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and let's give him time. He's kept people up in tougher situations. I don't think he'll keep them up this time, but I don't know. I also agree with Yari. Sheffield haven't played badly. They keep on losing by 1 goal. I don't know what their problem is.
Both of you gentlemen had Burnley going down. How say you now to the Burnley's ability to score? And they're getting out slowly. They're actually now ahead of Brighton. How say you to the troubles of Brighton heading down towards the quicksand, which is relegation? Schiff?
I mean, uh, they, again, I think Brighton are a decent team. They play well.
Mm,
They just have too many draws. They need to
mm,
convert some of those draws into wins. They've drawn more than they have lost. I think right.
mm.
They're 7 draws, right? And they just have to convert some of them to wins. But uh, I don't know.
It's going to be
I
whether at the bottom
I
or the top. It's a crazy, crazy
yeah.
league.
I I do think Fulham will edge them. I think Fulham have been playing defensively brilliant football. Right? Like they haven't let in a goal from open play in like what 400 minutes or something like that. I was reading the other day.
Yeah, they've drawn 0-0. It's getting crazy over there in
Yeah,
that side of Putney over the bridge.
yeah. So I think Fulham might stay up at the expense of
Mm,
Brighton at this point.
mm.
If I had to put my money, that's what I'd
All
say.
right, don't put your money on this because what you're saying is that Sheffield United are going down. You're saying West Brom are going to make it out of there. You're saying Fulham are going to be out of there. That means you've got Brighton and Burnley going down to
No,
Sheffield.
no, no. I
Okay,
think
all right.
West Brom will go down. I can see Big Sam pulling off a miracle, but it'll be a miracle. If I had to put my money, I'd still put it on West Brom going down.
Once again, you believe West Brom going to go out of it?
No, I think they're gonna go down, but I wouldn't be surprised if Big Sam pulls them out.
What do you think of Sheffield? Sheffield going to go down or they will surprise us?
Yeah, I
Dreidel,
mean,
dreidel,
the,
dreidel, ding. The oil is finished. It's done.
the oil is
It's
finished.
it's finished, man. The oil done. All right, because
Yeah.
basically, gentlemen, it's technically 3 games for every team. That means they've played the first half. The first half of the season is about to come to an end in 3 games technically for everybody. Give or take COVID and all this European reason. It's 3 games. We've reached 19. Then after that, we'll see. You played 19 games. Where do you stand in 19 games? So what we'll do is this. We'll probably reconvene about 18, the way how things are going. Hopefully 18. We'll see each other next week after 18. So we'll have a bit of an idea. We can say where you are now. Can you double that or can you beat that? So with that being said, folks, you can see us on YouTube. We'll premiere our video on YouTube. We'll premiere tomorrow on Thursday. You can see us on Facebook. We are also on Twitter. At a hint, all of this it's called A Hint of Blue Cheese. You can email us at bluecheese1905@yahoo.com. We go through all your questions. We arrange all your questions and your comments, etc. And we do talk about it and do a viewers thing. I'm going to say goodbye for myself. From the good state of Florida, Reef, say goodbye to the folks.
Goodbye, everybody. Be safe.
All right, excellent. The captain.
Bye bye.
All right, happy New Year to everyone. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, happy New Year, everybody.
There you go. We're going to have a better 2021. We all agree to that. All right, take care, folks.
Happy New Year, guys.
You bet.